Talk to me about the Bama guys and how things are looking with them.
Well, I mean, I think both guys all three have really come along nicely. I think that obviously Julio had a great rookie season and delivered to what everybody thought he could be. You know, he and A.J. Green, ironically, were the two best rookie wide receivers in the NFL last year. I thought he had a great mini camp. I think the offseason, the lockout probably held him back a little bit, but the offseason is really this year proved to be very, very advantageous to him. I think Mike Johnson, this is going to be the year. This is the year whether he makes the step or is he just a guy who's a body on a team. I think he's, again, another guy that's had a very good offseason. The same can also be said probably for John Parker Wilson. I think that you know, there's a contract situation with Chris Redmond, his age, John Parker's development. How's that going to work behind Matt Ryan? This will probably be a pretty critical year for him. Very critical preseason, I think. Likewise for Mike Johnson. You know, when you look at where they are in Atlanta, Julio is just the marquee guy. He's clearly established himself with Ryan, to a degree with Tony Gonzalez, to a degree with Roddy White, to give Atlanta really a very strong passing attack. I think that the bigger questions are, how does Mike Johnson's future fit? How does John Parker's future fit? To me, if Tide fans are going to follow the preseason, those are the two guys to watch, because I think Mike has got a chance at guard and they're looking for help at guard. They've got some questions at guard. They did draft Peter Kahns out of Wisconsin, who's a guard center, because of Todd McClure and his longtime service. This will probably be McClure's last year. But Mike Johnson and John Parker Wilson will be clearly two guys to focus on in preseason.
We joke about this a little bit, but truly, is there a better job if you're not the guy? And if you're not one of those guys making a huge check, is there a better job in professional sports than number 3 quarterback?
No. The number 3 quarterback now in the new CBA is a really good job. It used to be kind of a reserve squad, almost practice squad situation, somewhere between the practice squad and the 53, even though you were classified as the 53. To me, where John Parker is he's got a chance to be the number 2 guy. It may not be this year, but it would be next year if Redmond retires at the end of the year. Is possible, I guess. But to me, when I look at John Parker, I think he's got the upside, the development. He is on schedule for a guy who was not highly considered coming out of Alabama. He's made the team. He's a team contributor. The organization loves him. The same can be said for Mike and Julio too, but I think for John Parker, this is the year you become either the number 2 guy or you're on the way to becoming the number 2 guy. And no, backup quarterback in the NFL is the best job in America.
Last thing, and it's switching gears, but back to the college game.
Yeah.
Are we done for a while with the shuffling, or is the ACC, the league you work in with Georgia Tech, is that one of those that's probably going to need to look at whether or not they need to tweak some things?
Well, I think 14, and I'll just say this because I've heard enough about the scheduling and all the things that happen. 9 conference games, which I think most leagues are going to be playing by the time we get to the new system in 2014. 9 conference games works, but it works a lot easier with 16 than it does with 14. And I'm not trying to say that everybody's got to go add 2, but mathematically those quotients and those things work better with 16 teams. I think the scheduling has been a little harder for the 14-team league looking forward than even the athletic directors and some of the scheduling gurus anticipated. So, to me, I think the ACC's most important 2 years in their nearly 60 years of existence is coming up now. I think they've got to get back on the national landscape, and if they don't, they got to find a way to get in the game football-wise to chase the SEC, the Big 12, the Big 10, the Pac 12.